Raw dogging is not funny. This is a serious matter.
Raw Dog News.
Raw dogging is a term that is considered slang, and it means unprotected.
Are you kidding me?
Okay,
You're
all right.
awesome.
All right.
You did so good.
Oh, good. Well, you guys, were we also going to do a clip, or is that another time where we talk about pandemic experiences? Because I liked that idea, too.
We're still recording.
Yeah, we can still go.
We're
Go for it.
We're still recording.
Oh, good. Well, I'm not at the nail salon yet, so LOL.
Well, give us a pandemic experience then. Go on.
Well, I was thinking a lot about how I completely dismissed for the past year of being a pandemic parent what distance learning has done to the entire. I'm not going to go on about the education and the children needing to be. We already know all the shit. We already know the kids all lost out. We already know about the teachers' unions and everybody wants to kill everybody and everybody wanted to open up and then no one wants to open up and now vaccines, no vaccines, no all the vaccines. But that I was specifically thinking to myself the other day about the actual social aspect in between the parents and the teachers that has changed just from doing a year of distance learning. It came to my head when I had this wonderful gift of these noise cancellation earbuds, right?
Yeah.
Because of that, I'm a little bit temporarily deaf. I'm deaf from the 90s rave scene, but I'm deaf as a parent with these earbuds in as well. So I'm extra deaf at some times. I'm walking downstairs. I'm trying to get my post-pandemic life in order. And I got a call from a former colleague who's now a good friend who has a business idea. And I answered the phone. Unbeknownst to me, my 10-year-old son was sitting at the kitchen table, and he was unmuted with the third grade class. I run downstairs. I'm yelling at the top of my voice that I can, booming loud voice. I probably need to tone it down. I'm excited, and I'm yapping to my friend about how I had a psychic tarot reading, and my tarot reader told me to jump on the first income generating opportunities that there were in the next month. I went on. I started pulling out the 90s wannabe gangster words, telling her that I wasn't going back to be a 9-to-5 for some asshole. And I went on this big, gigantic tirade. And then my daughter came up to me and basically punched me in the shoulder like it was an emergency. I turned around and she said, "Mom!" I took my earbuds out and I heard my son's third grade teacher saying, "Elias, is that coming from your house? I am going to have a talk and email with your mother about finding a more quiet place for you to study." And this is very embarrassing. I mean, I was talking like a 90s derelict about making money to my paralegal friend on the phone, and the tarot reader yelling about the psychic. I was so humiliated. She says to my son, "I'm going to have to send an email out in the next few minutes to your mother." I ran upstairs. My daughter's laughing her ass off. It's great. I run upstairs for my life. And before that bitch gets to send an email out of complaints to me, since it was Teacher Appreciation Week, I went right on Amazon and I bought her a $30 gift card with a "thank you so much we love you so much. Thank you for being such an amazing teacher." I sent that shit right to her right away so that bitch couldn't complain. She got a gift from me first. That is what made me think. And you know what happened? I ended up actually getting an email from her that night about how grateful she was for the gift. So I essentially paid off a teacher to be quiet in the pandemic because you can't do that type of thing with in-person schooling. So that made me think that there must be such a wide, not to mention how many times the class has probably seen see me naked walking by over the years. Think about us midlife crisis, single parents running out of the shower, depressed over something, yelling on the phone. We walk out of the shower naked. We don't always remember that there's a whole class there. So it made me think there must be a vast collection of stories that parents can share regarding distance learning bloopers, kind of like how we've run into some viral instances where men at business meetings think that their camera is off and I guess they need a release. I don't really know.
It's called pulling a tubing.
Is it?
It's called getting in the cockpit.
Hey, our lovely listeners, if you have interesting Rona stories or really stories of any kind that you want to share with us, you can call the hotline at 424-666-1036 anytime to leave a voicemail that we may use on the air. The juicier the better. So start dialing.
Wow.
Yes, please. The juicier, the better. The worse the story.
That's right.
The most embarrassing.
Yeah, we like that shit. Give it to us.
Oh yeah.
And
And it will make people. It will make failures like me feel better about myself for accidentally flashing third graders.
Well, it's part of the human experience during the pandemic, right? I mean, it's kind of
It's all part of the experience.
the new normal.
The new normal.
So, Ashley, to
The
make
new
you
normal.
feel better for your shame, we're going to wrap it up with something that I know you'll really enjoy.
Ooh, I don't feel good.
Oh, Mr. Jackson, you are coming back to the world again.
What? What day is this?
Mr. Jackson, it's Monday. Today you signed the deal for This Is It on Friday. Then you had some milk, and you were unconscious for 3 days, Mr. Jackson.
What? Oh, well listen. Can you tell Paris her perfume is way too strong? The entire mansion stinks like France. Also, Quincy is coming today to practice with me. Jamal!
Mr. Jackson, I am not certain you have the help for this tour.
I am not paying you to manage me, Reuben. Look, listen. As soon as I'm done with this tour, I'm going to build a huge amusement park for me to feel better. Ooh! Reuben, I want some water and some nerds now!
You know, Mike, I didn't think you were.
So the first song is Wanna Be Starting Something, Quincy. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hee Jamona.
Listen, Michael, I want to talk to you a little about your problem.
Boo! You mean my 1976 Special Diana Ross and the Supremes nose?